All right, tell us how St. Augustine was founded and where it got its name.
Okay, St. Augustine was founded by Don Pedro Hernandez, who made landfall here in September 1565. And he was sent over by King Philip of Spain. St. Augustine was named for St. Augustine, the patron St. Augustine, whose feast was going on in Spain at that time. And that's what he actually named it St. Augustine.
Okay, now tell us how Florida came to be, the name.
Florida was founded by Juan Ponce de Leon. And when he landed here, he saw the beautiful flowers in bloom around Eastern time, so he called it La Florida, land of flowers. That was on March the 13th of 1513.
All right, well, thank you so mumuch.
You're quite welcome, David. Have a good day.
All right, believe it or not, we're still on the same tour, but we have a different driver. What's your name?
Hi, guys. My name is John.
How long you been?
Driver for the Red Train. I've been with the company over 4 years now. Retired. And this is my fun job. I love people, and I love the old city.
All right, thanks a lot.
It's a shopping district. One of the most popular streets at that time for 200 years or more was Charlotte Street, the next street coming up here to your north and south. This is where all the merchants were at that time. And the boats would drive through this area, dropping off merchandise for those stores back during that time. To your left, to your right. So we are coming up to the shopping historical district. Over 300 stores or more, ladies and gentlemen. This is for your shopping, your eating and drinking convenience and pleasure.
That's where we sat, right at the
And this is our stop for the Red Train on board. The Red Train only, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome aboard, guys. Thank you so very much. Even though Flagler was a millionaire, ladies and gentlemen, he had to obtain property in some way. So he met with two special groups in the city. First with the Methodists, second with the Baptists. Now the Methodists had several acres on the south end of the city. He promised to build them a church to take over that property to build one of his elaborate hotels. Well, here's a church to the right he built for the Methodists, the Grace United Methodist, constructed in the year 1887. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the original poured concrete. I'll tell you more about that later. And you do notice, please, the beautiful red brick terracotta ornamentation throughout the structure and your red clay Spanish roofing. Now that's a Spanish Renaissance style. You will see just about all of Flagler's buildings are built with that same structure. Beautiful ancient city Baptist in 1895. The original bell tower, over 70 feet in the air today. The original bell tower to the left of the church. That is the original brick, the ancient Renaissance style. But ladies and gentlemen, inside the bell tower there is no bell. Never has had a bell, never will have a bell, they say. So I presume it won the Nobel Prize. What do you think, guys? Some of guys laugh. Remember, you're on vacation. And I'm working in this hot train, and I'm laughing all around the tour. But you know, there was a special reason for that, because Mr. Flagler wanted those bells to ring in his own church, right here to your right. This is beautiful. Flagler Memorial Presbyterian, built in 1889.
Wow.
In the memory of Flagler's daughter. He had in 500 men fight day and night to build this in 361 days. That's all. Please view to your right the copper dome, 90 feet in the air, with a Latin cross 20 feet above that. All built with your Venetian, Renaissance, Latin, and Mediterranean styling throughout the structure, ladies and gentlemen. As you enter the old doors up here, ladies and gentlemen, you will view paintings of the disciples on the ceiling. Each stained glass window has a scripture to it and a message. The original Italian marble laying in place. The original mahogany pews are in place. Mr. Flagler, his first wife, and his daughter are still laying in their coffins in there, in the large rotunda sits there. As we go back to the history, ladies and gentlemen, in the beginning, the old government house right here to your left, built in 1750 by the Spanish, a VIC today in the Archaeological Museum, and the old plaza area across the way. These are the original front wall that was built in 1773. Used today as a Catholic basilica. You will see the coat of arms up over the doors today. The bells in the bell tower dating back to the 1690s and a statue of Pope Paul VII. But most important, ladies and gentlemen, our first parish of America. Please remember, this is where it all begun for our nation. Well, as you look to your right, you'll find the old Spanish government house.
Here's the marina, yachts out here. St. Augustine.
Well, you're going to your right up here, you're going to see some beautiful homes. Now, most of these homes dating back to the early, middle, and late 1800s, right up here to your right. Beautiful Victorian, colonial, Renaissance, ancient and Spanish Renaissance. All of these have been refurbished and are privately owned to this day. Ladies and gentlemen, as you head toward the area going south, the oldest part of the city, heading toward the Gonzales Alvarez house, known as the oldest house. First resident here, history says the oldest house was in 1650. And doors. Over 300 years of history lies beneath those walls today.
Oldest house, folks.
In the oldest house.
The oldest house.
To your right.
Wow.
The Gonzales Alvarez house, ladies and gentlemen. If you love antiques and artifacts, some of the old furniture, especially on the upstairs area, dating back to the early 1700s. Now your kitchen, the Spanish separated their kitchen from your living area on the bottom portion because of the heat factor here in the Old South. You'll find the original pots, pans, and cast iron kettles and pots still in that area today. Hope you will put this number one on your list, ladies and gentlemen. That's the Gonzales Alvarez house, the oldest house